Every car on just about every business is one of those Sweetwater Mustangs.
Mustang Mania, I think
Yeah.
they call it out there, yes. Mustang Mania was everywhere today. Brad Burns from our staff went out and covered that game, came back saying that that was the most dominating performance that he has ever seen at a football game. That team really looked sharp out there today. Sweetwater Mustangs are one step closer to the state 4A championship. They wiped out the Yellowjackets of Cleburne today. Final score 42-0. News Tap's Brad Burns traveled to Maverick Stadium on the campus of the University of Texas at Arlington, and he has these highlights.
From the opening gun, the Mustangs dominated the state playoff game. Sweetwater crossed the goal line every time it touched the football in the first half, although this apparent touchdown was called back on a holding penalty. A little later in the first quarter, though, Neil Hoover hooked up with number 30, Mike Welch, on a 50-yard touchdown for 6 points that did count. The extra point made it 7-0, and the romp was on. On the next series, the Yellowjackets were forced to punt. Mike Welch took the high and deep kick at his own 21. Moving to the left sideline, Welch picks up a few blocks and does the rest himself. He goes 79 yards for the score to make it 14-0. After Neil Hoover added another score on a 19-yard keeper play to make it 21-zip, the Sweetwater defense blocked a Cleburne punt and took over at the Yellowjacket 30. One play later, Hoover lobbed this pass into the end zone to guess who? Mike Welch, for his third touchdown of the afternoon. The All-State senior finished the game with more than 200 all-purpose yards.
I was lucky enough to be on the receiving end of some good passes and some good blocks, and had a good night. I thought I made some good plays.
Just about the only thing the Mustangs didn't do in the first half was return a kickoff for a touchdown. Well, Andre Walker remedied that situation quickly on the opening kickoff of the second half. After taking the ball at his own 6, Walker split the field right through the Cleburne coverage and rambled 94 yards for the score to completely put the game away for the Mustangs. Rufus Smith added yet another touchdown late in the third quarter to round out the scoring. The defense finished up a stellar performance with this end zone interception of a Cleburne pass and preserved the 42-0 shutout for Coach W.T.